What's up, everybody? Welcome to another English bit. In today's lesson, we're going to do a preposition test in order to find out how good you are at prepositions. We all know that prepositions in English are a pain in the neck, son un rollo, a pain in the neck. So thanks to this test, you're going to find out how well you master prepositions in English. Are you ready to start? So let's kick off. So number one, they arrived, Gap, Sydney, at 6 p.m. So now you have to think of a preposition that goes in the gap. The correct answer is they arrived in Sydney at 6 p.m. So be careful. After arrive, we can use a preposition in or at. The difference is that the preposition in is used with cities and countries. So in this case, Sydney is a city, so it's in Sydney. But we can also use at with small places. For example, an airport, an office, a train station. So in these cases, we're going to use at. For example, they arrived at the airport at 6 p.m. It would be at. But in this case, Sydney is a city, so it would be they arrived in Sydney at 6 p.m. Number two, we might go to the mountains tomorrow. It depends, gap, the weather. The correct answer is it depends on the weather. So after depend, we have to use the preposition on. So it's quite simple, but a lot of people say it depends on the weather, which is not correct. It depends on the weather. Number three, he's never been good, gap, dancing. The correct preposition is at. We say to be good at doing something or to be bad at doing something. Okay, for example, I'm good at languages or I'm good at cooking, for example, but I'm bad at driving, for example. Okay, let's move on to number four. I'm fluent, gap, 3 languages. The correct answer is in. We say I'm fluent in 3 languages. I speak English, Spanish, and Russian. Number 5. The boss needs the report by the end of next week, gap, the latest. The correct answer is at the latest, which means a más tardar. Number 6. Please, could you translate this text? Gap, French. The correct preposition is into. We say to translate into something, into a language. Number 7. Tom's on cloud 9 because he succeeded, gap, running his first marathon. Do you remember the meaning to be on cloud 9? We studied it in one of the previous English bits. It means to be extremely happy. So what's the correct preposition? The answer is in. You succeed in doing something. For example, she's succeeded in passing the exam. Number 8. I was named, gap, my grandmother. The correct answer is I was named after my grandmother. So in my case, it's true. I was named after my grandmother, whose name was Katia, as mine. Number 9. I have a lot of difficulty, gap, remembering numbers. The correct preposition is in. You have difficulty in doing something. For example, it's true for me. I have difficulty in remembering numbers. Number 10. The secretary has a reputation, gap, being rude and unfriendly. The correct answer is the preposition for. So you have a reputation for doing something or for being something. So the secretary has a reputation for being rude and unfriendly. Okay, and I've prepared a bonus for you, one extra 11th preposition to test. And the sentence is, there is no point, gap, worrying about it. And the correct answer is the preposition in. So we say there is no point in doing something. No tiene sentido hacer algo. Por ejemplo, no tiene sentido hablar con ella. There is no point in talking with her. So the test is over. How did it go? ¿Qué tal te ha ido? Did you get everything correct? Remember that you can leave your score in the comments below, as usual. And try to remember those prepositions you didn't know by personalizing a sentence about you. For example, I'm good at cooking, or I'm bad at driving, or for example, I have a lot of difficulty in remembering numbers. So try to think or write down a sentence with an example that is right for you. And please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring a bell so that you can get a notification next time we publish a new English bit. With that being said, thanks for watching and see you next week. Ciao!